G'day YouTubers. Today we're doing two beers, both of the same genre. So not genre, style. Uh, White Rabbit Dark Ale, which is I've never tried before, so first for me as well. And one I've had heaps of times. Toohey's Old. I'm even doing it kind of professionally because I even got a glass of water to cleanse the palate between reviews. Okay, now crapping on, let's crack in. I thought I'd try the one I've never had tried before, the White Rabbit Dark Ale, which is 4.9% and a 330 ml bottle. Says it's open fermented, whatever that means, and it's made in the Hillsville, Victoria, and I've tried I think it was a wheat, meant to be a wheat beer. I thought it was okay, but not great. But I'm much more of a fan of dark beers than wheat beers. They have to be really good for me to like them. A lot of them just, anyway, trusty old bottle opener. No old smoke. One finger of head. Actually, it's not very dark. It's actually more of a amber colour. Once you kind of reddish and amber kind of colour. Anyway, smell test. I'm getting the sweetness. I'm getting slightly malty kind of smell, and I'm getting a bit of the roasted barley kind of smell. I'm not sure if they use adjuncts in this, but it seems like a craft brew, so I doubt they do. Anyway, taste. Mmm. Yeah, slight sweet flavour, and then you get your normal kind of malty, dark, um, kind of coffee toasted chocolate kind of flavour. It's actually quite not too bad. Um, hmm, kind of like this. It's actually kind of reminds me a little bit, except with a lot more pronounced. Um, this does remind me of Cooper's Dark Ale, which I like a lot. But this is really good actually. It also has like kind of a sweet amber ale, James Squire amber ale top flavour to it. It's actually really good. I'm enjoying this. Mm. Top her up. And I'm getting like a bit of a, yeah, fruity flavour as well. It's actually um, a lot more complex than their white beer. Yeah, their wheat beer. Anyway, oh, pardon me. It's definitely complicated enough to hold its own as a dark ale, but it's not so much that you'd be like, after a couple of them because it's just too much to have a session on. This is very sessionable. You can drink a lot of them. I would really like to chase down a carton of this. It's really good. Um, yeah, it has everything. It has, the kind of stout characteristics. It's very complex. It's very it's not like drinking a meal like Guinness or anything, but I'd say it's got the lager body, but the all the flavour and good stuff about dark ale. I'll give this uh, mm, 8.5 out of 10. This is an excellent um, craft beer. I think it is. I think it's owned by. I'll have to do some more research, but I think, quote me this one, it's either owned or was started by people who used to work at Little Creatures. Anyway, as for one part, this is excellent beer. I'll catch you in a few minutes. Bye. G'day, I'm back now for part two, which is my 2 years old after having a slug of water. I bet you this will taste much better than the water. Although the rainwater we get here is not bad. 2 years old, it's 4.4%. And just to clear up a misconception some people have, that it's false advertising because it takes 2 years longer to make new than it does the old. It doesn't refer to its making. What it is that old was the first beer that Tooheys ever made in, I think it was 1869, around about then. And Tooheys New is their new beer, which not that new because it was made in 1930, first made in 1930. Anyway, enough of that. Fair bit of smoke. This is a reasonably new batch of it. Okay, it has a similar colour profile to the White Rabbit. That's a little bit darker, and the head is a little bit darker as well. Um, I'm fairly sure they use adjuncts in this. They use adjuncts in the new. There's one figurehead that's disappearing fairly quick. And let's get to the sniff test. Unlike the White Rabbit, which you could smell a fair bit, can't smell much at all with this. Maybe a slight sweet smell, but it's not very much. Anyway, now to the best bit. You get a slight like roasted kind of flavour when you're first up, and it hits you right up the back. So you're about to swallow it with like kind of a roasted bitter top, um, a really bitter flavour, which is not offensive, but it is a good whack of bitter. It's a good beer. It's very sessionable. It's nice. It goes off like a rocket. It is delicious on tap when it's looked after properly. Um, oh, how do I say this? Put this. Um, it's not as complicated as White Rabbit, which had lots of things going on, all which were very delicious. It's a very nice beer. I enjoyed putting away a fair few tonight whilst watching the soccer, football, however you want to call it. And I'll give this a score of 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's pretty fair. It's not not as good as the White Rabbit, which has a lot more going on and it's a lot more of a whack of flavour for a nail. But it holds its own and is a good effort for a macro brew. And although I've watered it down a little bit, it's not as strong as I remember it because it's only 4.4%, but still, it's a good beer. Anyway, I'm not going to sing Glory, Glory, Man United, and good night to you all.